Hey everybody, my name's Mike. I'm not for Coltrane. This is different, huh? So yeah, this is, thanks for hanging out. Sorry for the delay. A bunch of things going on this morning, including the bathroom, which has an issue. See, so what's happening over here is there used to be a toilet there. The toilet has been, there's some sort of a plumbing leak into the subfloor, and now that needs fixing, so that means I'm ripping out all of the tiles, and it's, and then I'm gonna have to clear out everything underneath that, and it's kind of a lot. And also there were other things going on this morning that made things take even longer than usual. So, here we are. Thank you for hanging out. Sorry that things are getting started a little bit late, but here we are in the bathroom. This is not usually where the toilet goes, just so we're clear on that. So thanks very much for like I say, thanks very much for hanging out. We're going to see what it's kind of a lot of 2022 story. Yeah, that's kind of what we've got going on here. So as I mentioned in the promotions, the schedule would have me doing a local band cover on this week of the month, and that has not been happening because I've been running very, very short on time. Beth, as she mentioned in the comments over on Facebook, suggested that we do the episode from the bathroom, and so here we are. Welcome to the bathroom in various stages of a renovation and other things happening. Oh, and the dog has also decided to join me, so this is going to be all sorts of interesting and fun. You want to come say hi, Ivy? Hey, Ivy, come here. Ivy, come on. You want to come over this way? No? You don't want? You're feeling shy? All right. Well, there went the dog. Hi, Ivy. There you are. Please don't get into any of the construction things, because that would be less than ideal. All right. So, right, music. Oh, Ivy, everyone's saying hi to you. Yeah, there are all sorts of weird things happening here, aren't there? Yes. So, I was trying to figure out a song that I could learn quickly. This was a song that came up quite a bit in conversation with Beth. There has been not nearly enough rehearsal, but since when has that ever stopped? Anything that's related to this program? Emma, you'll be glad to see there's a kazoo. By the way, hi Emma, thanks for hanging out. Yes, Ivy, there's all sorts of weird things happening right now. I know, this is really weird. You're very confused, and this is kind of exciting. So, let's see how this goes. Let me just get my guitar out of the bathtub. All right. Right, so nothing about this has been going quite according to plan. Why should this be any different? Here we go. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Bo-bo-dee-o, rubber ducky, joy of joys. When I squeeze you, you make noise. Rubber ducky, your very best friend, it's true. Oh, every day when I make my way to the tubby, I find a little fella who's cute and yellow and chubby. That's it. Rub-a-dub-dubby, rubber ducky. How's that go? Oh yes, that's right. Rubber ducky, you're so fine, and I'm lucky that you're mine. Rubber ducky, you're my very, very best friend, it's true. me that you're mine. Rubber ducky, you're my very best friend. It's true. There you go. I think people are enjoying this. So that's good. So yes, I was not able to find on short notice an actual rubber duck. So instead, there's been a rubber chicken, still in its protective casing. Which yeah. So there you go. So sound effects with that, and yeah. So, I'm glad people have been enjoying that. Let's see if anyone else over on the Facebook has anything to add. Well, someone is watching apparently, but let's see. Any remarks? All right. So, yes, thanks for the people who have been enjoying this. Margot remarks that she doesn't think a Stump-the-Band song could top this. Probably true. We'll still see how things go. We will, of course, play a round of the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game, which I didn't even describe at the top of the show. There's been so much going on. So I will mention that we will do a round of the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game before then I go back to the chaos that is the rest of everything in my life right now. The way the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game works is people who are live online with us will give me a song request. Then I will have to respond to that request regardless of whether I happen to know the song. It might be, if someone requests a song that I happen to know, I will then go ahead and play that song. I will be definitely somewhat scattered, and we'll see how well I remember it, because I probably won't have rehearsed it recently. But yeah, that could sound okay. If someone requests a song that I kind of sort of know, like I've heard a bunch of other people play it, or I have it on a Spotify playlist I listen to, or if Ivy thinks it's a great song. Isn't that right, Ivy? You're going to come in here and experiment and see what's going on? Yes. Good dog. Yes, what was I talking about? Oh, yes. So if the song I kind of sort of know, then I will attempt to figure out how to play it here in front of everyone. If I do not recognize the requested song at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. And by the way, for people who might be noticing that all my avatars, there's a very similar looking dog. Ivy does look quite a bit like Coltrane did. Yes, different dog, but yes, looks somewhat similar. In any case, so before we get to the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game, is there anything else you need, Ivy? Okay. Before we get to the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game, I should first mention some other cool things that are happening in the very near future, including this coming weekend. Let me pull up the details here to make sure I don't mess any of those up. Let's see, this Saturday, I believe? No, this Friday. This Friday, I will be back at Five Maidens Cider Company in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, over on the south side. It happens to be right around the corner from Touchstone Theater. So I will be there from, looks like, I believe it's 7 to 10 this Friday over at Five Maidens. I was there just about around this time last month. It was a lot of fun. I hope people are able to come out and join us. And in fact, if there are enough people who show up in person explicitly asking for this feature, we might do some in real life, in person, Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. We'll see, but it all depends on how many people actually come out for the show. So that is, again, this Friday at 7 over at Five Maidens. So that will be very cool. And Ivy thinks this is the most fascinating thing that she's encountered in the past 24 hours, so she's going to continue to see all these various things that I have here, right? I know, it's weird. It's what is Mike doing? This is all sorts of stuff. Also, I will mention again that on the 14th of August, it is Godfrey Daniels Day over at Music Fest. So Godfrey Daniels teams up with Music Fest to do the programming and deciding who's going to be on the Liederplatz stage on that final day of Music Fest, the second Sunday of Music Fest. At the end of the day, it will be the winners will be determined for the Martin Guitar, the annual Martin Guitar raffle. I don't have the information about the guitar, but I know the first prize is a lovely Martin guitar with rosewood, and that the second prize is a lovely Martin guitar ukulele. The third prize is a pack of Martin guitar strings. Lots and lots of wonderful things. You can buy tickets for the Martin Guitar Raffle online. Go to godfreydaniels.org and you can find out all about those and how to get those tickets. And also, I'm going to say that I will be there. I will be emceeing for the whole day for Godfrey Daniels Day from the Liederplatz stage, and as a performer, I will be kicking things off with a set, I believe, at noon that afternoon. So please come on out and join us for Godfrey Daniels Day at Music Fest. That's at Liederplatz. That's the one in the Sun Inn Courtyard over by McCarthy's Red Stag Pub. All right, so any requests coming in for the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game? I'm not seeing any currently. I may need to go grab the little black bag that has the backup requests if there's nothing else that's coming in. Because I was running around, I did not get time to set up my loop pedal, just the rubber chicken, not the loop pedal because I don't have that here. Rainbow Connection. Thank you, Emma. That is lovely. That is a lovely request, and I used to know how to play that. One of my very favorite performances of this was at the Arts Quest open mic. In fact, quite a few years ago, we were outdoors at the Town Square stage there. Let's see, not sure anything can top Rubber Duckie from an actual bathroom with a tub. Okay, so yes, Rainbow Connection. I was performing at the Arts Quest open mic, and I decided to do this song. And it was also right around the time that my oldest kid, who was then in 3rd grade, had just done a presentation on Jim Henson. And so there was a Kermit the Frog hand puppet that had been made for that presentation. And so while I sang the first verse of Rainbow Connection in something approximating the voice of Kermit the Frog was also over my shoulder singing as the, right, so. That was cool. Not going to top that performance. Also, probably not going to top the performance we just had earlier. But let's see if I can remember how to make things go. There's a lot of discussion right now in the chat about the challenging chords that are involved. And honestly, it's the same for Rubber Duckie. A lot of the, when I looked up some chords for Rubber Duckie last night, very, very briefly, I found actually I think a pretty good transcription of the chords. And the people, or the individual, I think there was one individual in particular who was doing a lot of the songwriting for Sesame Street. I don't know if he was the same one involved with Rainbow Connection or not. But it's like, oh, these are all jazz chords, and I don't know how to play them. So yeah, so that was kind of a lot of the songs have actually a decent amount of complexity and are very much in sort of the jazz, in terms of their structure, in terms of the chord voicings and that sort of thing. Not just a straight up folk or rock song. That said, I can't perform this on a log in a swamp, but we'll see how this goes. Well, let's see. My recollection is something. I think that's how I did it. So this is probably not the actual chords, but it's a way that, if I can figure it out, it's a way that basically I have been playing it for quite a while. That's about it. Okay, so that's the regular verse. Okay. So there's some sort of a seventh, and I'm trying to hear whether it's a major or a minor. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing. So amazing. Maybe I just find the bass note. Ah, G sharp. That could be why I couldn't figure it out. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? Maybe something with the G sharp and the bass. Stargazing. And that C sharp minor might be. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? I don't think that's quite right, but it's probably close enough. Someday we'll find it, the rain. Someday we'll find it, the rain. All right. Whether I remember all those or not, I don't know. I think in the spirit of how things are going today, I will attempt the Kermit the Frog impression for the first verse. That's how I've started to do it, because honestly, it sounds better when I just sing it normally, but the novelty of having a Kermit the Frog impression for part of the song is worthwhile. So, all right, let's see how this goes. Why are there so many? I always forgot how the chords. That's it. Why are there so many? Why are... Let's try this again. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows or visions, or only illusions? Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered? Wished on the morning star. Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing Let us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. This is when I realized I totally forgot about the bridge. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us, all of us under its spell. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. I forgot that it modulates. Really annoying. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet song they call the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's someplace that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the love. I was doing so well, so well. Ah, that's it, okay. I think I've got it now. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Da, 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 dee, da, 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 dee, da, 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 dee, da. Yeah, I think that one goes on the do-over pile. It was going so well, and then it all fell apart. Oh well. I really wanted my band name to be Natural Disaster, but that's already a thing apparently. Well, natural and unnatural disaster. Well, unnatural disaster, that's not bad. Yeah, speaking of disasters, well, there you go. What do you think, Ivy, huh? How do you think that went? You have no idea what's going on, and that's okay. So, thank you very much. Thanks very much to Emma for that request for Rainbow Connection, of course, the Immortal Muppet song. I'm going to now work on figuring out the actual chords so that I will remember how to play it for next time. And I'm naturally in disaster. And yeah, so we'll see how this goes. That definitely will go on the Stump-the-Band do-over pile to be done over in a somewhat perhaps more coherent version at some point in the future. But in the meantime, she's like, but why is the guitar in the bathroom? And who am I talking to? Who's the guitar in the bathtub? I don't know. You need attention, don't you? You probably need to go outside. So I should probably deal with that first. Something else that involves bathrooms. But thanks you very much for everyone who's been hanging out. Everyone who is, everything that's been part of this. Thank you very much to Emma, not only for watching, but for making that request. Thank you very much to Beth for her recommendation that we do today's episode from the bathroom. There's a high likelihood that this project will not be done by next week, and if there is continued interest, I think there might be, I might do next week's episode also from the bathroom. So we will see how that goes. But, so please come out and join me at Five Maidens on Friday. Please go check out Godfrey Daniels Day at Music Fest on the 14th of August. And now there's dog hair all over everything. I should go deal with things, and we'll see how that goes. But until next time, please. Yes, like I say, so one way or another, I'm going to be online next week, and we'll see how that goes. But until then, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Oh, you coming in? Okay.